when we started at 230, where the cuts were larger. So the Nifty ending down with a 100-point loss. The Nifty private bank index is where bulk of the recovery happened. And of course, the HDFC twins, as we were talking about, led it. HDFC Bank and HDFC. It was not all positive for the private bank space. So Axis was down, for example. The Bajaj twins, both Finance and Bajaj Finserv were lower. But it was largely overwhelmed by the gains that we saw, incremental gains towards closing on the HDFC twins. Apart from them, Kotak did well. There was Hero MotoCorp, which was higher. ONGC was higher. And there was Bharti, which ended slightly higher as well. Losses coming through in, apart from Bajaj twins, Tata Motors and Mahindra. Titan was down, and there was Grasim, which was under pressure as well. Rima, in the broader space, I mean, a big down volume day, which at least I've not seen for some time now.
Absolutely. And the mid-cap, small caps underperforming. The index goes home with a cut of more than 1%. The advanced decline ratio well in favor of the losing side. 2 stocks in the green for 5 in the red. Talking about the big losers, Navneet Education fell in the last 13 minutes, stock lower by 13.5%. ITD Cementation, Deepak Nitrites, Piramal Enterprises on the back of its earnings. Ramco Cement losing ground for the third day in a row. A weakness seen in RITES, that stock down close to about 6.5%. On the gaining side, Gujarat Pipavav on the back of numbers. Godrej Properties higher by 5.5%. Recovery after the management seemed to indicate that Q2 was subdued. But given the launches, their FY23 guidance in terms of business bookings, etc., very much intact. Nykaa was up close to about 5% in trade. And Samvardhan also higher by 4%. Came out with numbers just about 10 minutes or so. Oberoi Realty, another stock we didn't mention, that was under concerns about some related party transaction and what the management wants to do. But there goes the closing bell. Nigel, we've slipped more than 100 points in the Nifty, but holding up above that 18,000 mark.
Well, that's right, Rima. Just to highlight a few more gainers today, you had Newland Laboratories that was flying away in reaction to its numbers. It's seen a sharp correction from the top. Today, it was up close to 20%. Link Pens was up in trade as well. And Sanghi Movers as well came out with a set of numbers. It was pretty good. So that stock as well went flying away. And TVS Sri Chakra, well, that stock as well was up close to 10%. On the flip side, a couple of stocks did get clonked back. Pyramid Pharma, on the con call, they said that they're looking at scaling up margins. For the time being, the Street doesn't think so. So it came in for a bout of selling, was down 10%. ITD Cementation as well in reaction to its numbers was down 10%. And you had Everest Industries that was down more than 10% in trade today. So that's about today's market action, but we at least defended the 17,950 odd mark on a closing basis. So we'll wrap up on this edition of Closing Bell.